hot, she's sexy, she's funny, and wow. Don't stop, get busy, we love it, your style. It's just another chapter in life. Bought a new house after the night. No butlers and no maids. You gotta do your own thing your way. Go Kendra, go Kendra, go Kendra, go Kendra. You on your own now.
Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised.
Grand Rising, beautiful people. This is Goddess Kendra. Thank you for tuning in with another video. Viewer discretion is advised. Please click the notification button. Please comment, like, sub, and subscribe. And also, please donate to my Cash App account. I have that in my description section, and also check out my podcast on Anchor there on Google and Apple. I will put that link in the description. Thank you. Well, I would like to shout out everybody who participated in the documentary series called Surviving R. Kelly. I'm going to give you some facts from Surviving R. Kelly, Season 1, Episode 1, The Piper of R&B. Now I want to shout out everybody who participated. That's Carrie Kelly, Kathy, Bruce Kelly, Craig Williams, music producer, Tracy McGregor, Dr. Candace Nokit, Mark McWilliams. He is R. Kelly's friend and MGM member. Jemiah Lemieux, writer and culture critic. Then we have his Jim Pratt, former childhood friend and former security. You have Lena McLean, who was R. Kelly's music teacher. Then you have William Kurt, who is Lena McLean's grandson. Then who else do we have on this list? We have Aaliyah, Nelson George, writer / music journalist. Oh, Kathy Chaney, Chicago journalist. You have Demetrius Smith, former tour manager and personal assistant. And then I'm going to start reading facts. Now, before I get started, I would like to tell you guys I am not a fan of R. Kelly. I do not like R. Kelly. When I found out what he did 17 years ago to Sparkle's niece, at that point in time, I was like, I will never listen to this man. There's something wrong with him. To have a sexual attraction to children is not normal. There's something seriously wrong. And I haven't listened to him. And I feel anybody who still supports R. Kelly is a pedophile. Now let's talk real shit. When he was on trial, those dumb, ignorant black females was supporting him. It's like I was on Monique Slaughter's live, and she was like, well, R. Kelly's messed up, but he makes good music and everything. He's a great artist. His personal life is none of my business. And I was like, well, bitch, I disagree with your motherfucking ass. Nobody will take it serious until it happens to their fucking child. Why are we supporting this dirty dick homosexual weirdo who likes fucking children? That is so disgusting to me. It makes me extremely upset, and then we choose who we want to fuck with and who we don't want to fuck with. Example. Supposedly, or it's been stated that Harvey Weinstein has been sexually harassing and raping women. He's out and about and free, no charges. But years and years ago, they accused Bill Cosby of drugging women, raping them, and all this other shit. He's in prison, and he's an old man. Like, I'm starting to think Mr. Kelly really much pissed off the elite, and now they're shitting on him. Now, as this image you can see right here, The Pied Piper was a trickster. He would play this music to get children to follow him. And when they would follow him, he would rape, molest, and kill them. So R. Kelly's calling himself the Pied Piper of R&B. That's sick in itself. I do want to apologize for how messed up my voice sounds. I'm still sick. This is why I haven't been posting videos. So let's get to it. So R. Kelly did an interview with Travis Smiley on August 18th, 2012. And he says that he was molested by a family member from the ages of 7 years old to 14 years old. He wouldn't say who did it. Now, that sucks that he was molested as a child and shown sex, but that doesn't give you the excuse. That does not give you the excuse to be, I don't even call him a pedo, a serial, like, what do I call him? A serial, like, predator, bro. I was molested as a child on a few occasions, and I was raped in college. I'm not a fucking weirdo who goes around being sexually attracted to children. That's some bullshit. Anyways, so whoever did that to R. Kelly pretty much fucked him up as a child. So you have Javon Cunningham. She's a backup singer and dancer. She met R. Kelly when she was 14 years old in the year of 1991. Now, another thing I have to say, all these young women or young ladies were meeting R. Kelly, right? And promised a dream. Obviously, she's successful. She's a backup singer and a dancer. But how in the hell do you not tell your parents, R. Kelly wants to work with me, mom or dad, is that okay? I know the 70s, most 70s children were more trustworthy than the millennial children. But what in the fuck? I'm saying I wouldn't just let my children just work with anybody. I need to know contracts, how much we're going to get paid, what is our obligation in a legal way so it does not get messy. So, R. Kelly met Aaliyah when she was 12 years old. Do y'all remember when R. Kelly and Aaliyah appeared in the summer of 1994 on the Video Soul Show? The host was asking, Aaliyah, how old are you? And she wouldn't answer the question. My G, you knew she was underage, so why are we playing fucking stupid? Do y'all agree with pedophilia or what the fuck? So, R. Kelly married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old, and his Demetrius Smith helped to forge the marriage certificate to make it seem like Aaliyah was 18 years old. Now, why would you admit to doing that on camera? You could go to prison. People don't realize y'all want to go on television to supposedly expose R. Kelly, but why not sue him and take him to court and be fucking quiet? That's the shit I'm talking about, black people. That really, really annoys me. Y'all want this attention, but when you could have made a report and got him in jail and sued him, right? So we know that Robert was telling Demetrius Smith, hey, Aaliyah's in trouble. She's pregnant. So they got married. So if Aaliyah was pregnant, when did she have this abortion? How could her parents, and I'm going to say fuck her parents and her brother, to allow this little girl to be alone with this nigga and get married? So then Mr. Kelly paid Aaliyah $100 to keep her mouth shut and annul the marriage so she wouldn't press charges on him. Sick. Parents don't give no fucks about their children. And then Javante Cunningham said when they were on tour that she caught R. Kelly having sexual relations with Aaliyah and was mortified. Still, Ladies and gentlemen, this woman could have said something, but nah, y'all want to wait years. Excuse me. Like I was saying, you guys want to wait years and years later instead of getting justice. And where in the heck were these victims' parents? I understand that they were older, but still, save faith. Anyways, I forgot to shout out Teray, the journalist, and Anna Powers. She's a musicianal journalist. And then obviously Wendy Williams is a radio host, personality, and TV host. So now what I'm about to say is going not really shock you, but Craig Williams stated an allegation that he was at a party at R. Kelly's home, and when he went into the studio, he found him with a girl naked in the studio feeling on her butt. My G, Craig Williams, why in the fuck didn't you not say anything? This makes you just as fucking guilty for not saying not a motherfucking word. This is some sick shit. And like I said in the beginning, I believe R. Kelly probably slept with an executive's child or something, because you know, in the industry, if somebody wants to fuck your daughter so you can get ahead in the game, he will do so. I believe R. Kelly has pissed off the elite. So then we got the next girl. Her name is Lizette Martinez, aspiring singer, met R. Kelly at age 17 in a mall. She was telling her friend, I think that's R. Kelly. And her friend's like, why would R. Kelly be in the mall? So he promised her a career in the music industry. And when he offered to go to dinner with her, now if you're a real business person, say if I did find talent, hey, little girl, little boy, I need to talk to your mom and dad. Her parents should have been invited to that sit down. So she said when she went into the studio, she sang. R. Kelly liked what she liked her vocals. She sang a song. She was really nervous, and he kissed her. And at that moment, she knew something was terribly wrong. But nah. Again, it goes to, where the fuck were these fucking parents? Come on now. I don't care if right now all of 3 of my children got into the music industry. Say if they had projects months and months apart, wherever they go, I motherfucking go. Whenever they go to meetings, mom goes to the meetings. If they're taking a nap in the studio, mom's gonna take a nap in the studio and be with the kids. I don't trust nobody for this fucking reason. You have predators who do not give a fuck who they harm, and R. Kelly has herpes, so he doesn't even disclose to his victims that he has a disease that they say you can't get rid of. Some of these girls' lives were ruined, and their parents are really fucked up. I'm starting to think these bitches' parents were on motherfucking crack, because there's no goddamn way my child in my house, I don't give a fuck if they're 18 paying bills, will just disappear, and even being a minor. Like, y'all don't give a fuck about your motherfucking kids. This shit really pisses me off. So my next statement might sound shocking. So R. Kelly allegedly wrote the song You Are Not Alone. And I'm just reading the statement. It says, but the most shocking allegation came from Lizette Martinez, who said that Michael Jackson's hit You Are Not Alone, written by R. Kelly, is based on their sexual relationship she had with Kelly when she was a teenager. This is some very disturbing things. And so basically back to the Aaliyah marriage thing. How there is no motherfucking way that a man could come to me and say, hey, Goddess Kendra, I love your daughter and I want to marry her. I know I'm 27 to 30 and she's 15, but I want to marry her and we're good. I'm going to say, oh, sir, go ahead and sit on my couch. Baby, go to the room. And when I come out the room, I'm going to cause him bodily harm with a gun. This is sick shit. And I believe Aaliyah's mother and father basically sold her out to get a record deal. She met this nigga when she was 12. How can you trust to leave your child alone with someone you don't know? I have family members that I don't trust like that who have anger issues. And I would believe that that person would hurt my children if they were upset. So how in the world could you leave perverted R. Kelly alone with Aaliyah in the studio? Like I said, wherever my child goes, I'm going. I'm still gonna say this. When Drea Lee, before she was Drea Kelly, knew that she tried to lie and say she did not know who the fuck R. Kelly was, which that's a lie. When I was little in the 90s, I knew who he was. I was probably 6. I knew who R. Kelly was. Couldn't sing his songs because they weren't age appropriate. Is a liar. When she was asked questions, she refused to answer them. And I can tell when a motherfucker's lying to me because they don't look you in their face and they look you in your face. They look to the right and they don't make eye contact. She says she did not know that R. Kelly was doing what the fuck he was doing. Bitch, you're lying. And one thing that made me crazy, that baffled me, is that his wife, Drea Lee Kelly, had to ask permission to use the bathroom, take a shower, eat food. You good. And I believe she stayed with him for the lifestyle, the money, fortune, and fame. There's no goddamn way that I will ever, 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 ever allow a man or a woman to disrespect me and try to control my life. This is why it's always important to have your own shit. I've been married and been with an abusive motherfucker who wanted to control every aspect of my life, would cause arguments every time I would be with my friends and stuff. Ain't shit nigga, and there's no way I'm going to allow that. And even at one point, I wasn't working and he was working, and he would fuck off our money and not pay the fucking rent. So at the end of the day, I'm never going to be a woman who's in that predicament again. It is always good to have your own. And to the people that were around R. Kelly and helped him get minor children and saw things and didn't report it, including the women that were around him and his backup singers and dancers and people in the music industry, y'all are just as fucked up as R. Kelly to help this nasty, homosexual, perverted, predator-ass nigga fuck these little girls. Y'all should be in trouble too. Because as a society, we could have protected these young women, but like one of the young ladies said in the documentary, because we're black, they don't give a fuck about us, basically. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck to be more dramatic, that they don't give a fuck about little black girls, but I bet you if he was doing that to Becky with the blue eyes and the blonde hair, oh, R. Kelly would have been in a shitload of trouble. And this is what I believe. The system was never meant for non-whites to survive, so they don't give a fuck about us, and they're not going to give justice. And like I said, Mr. Kelly pissed off the elite, and now they're going to destroy him, so his time is up. And you know what the fuck I meant. I still believe R. Kelly sold his soul for material things. And don't be surprised, he might be in jail, he might lose his money, because now this is a point where they're doing humiliation rituals to humiliate him in the public. And then don't be surprised, and mark my word, if R. Kelly commits suicide or one day turns up fucking dead, they killed that man. But to those who still support R. Kelly, you are a fucked up individual. And this man has children. I feel so bad for his children. I believe he has a son and a daughter with his ex-wife, Drea Lee Kelly. Y'all support this shit. You're just as sick. Anybody who still listens to R. Kelly as a motherfucking pedophile, I don't give a fuck at all. If I was 14 and knew what the fuck this nigga did, and I knew what he did was wrong, and I don't support him. Y'all shouldn't too. And if y'all have anything to say about that, fuck you too. Have a nice day.